Hello guys, what's up? This here is the review of, I'm gonna, I'm just going to see if my voice can be recorded into this microphone. If it is a microphone, then if I will surely review this video before posting it. But anyways, I'm in the washroom and I got this new light. Look at this. It's very excellent. You guys can see me, and you know why I use that light? Because as you can see, it's nighttime, and that is my new daily schedule. Like, after a night out with my parents, I went to Walmart, bought these new skull candy earbuds, which were like not that expensive, but yeah, I'm just wearing these headphones, but they sound pretty. I just lightly place it on my ears, and then as you can see, I am trying my best to find a Walmart that has a YouTube microphone, but again, that's like crazy expensive, and I don't have the funds to pay it. Maybe the new Walmarts in like Pickering Town Center, or even farther from home, maybe they have a microphone. Or basically I can use the library service. So inshallah, in the future I will use the any community center which is in the native language, which means welcome, which basically means welcome community center. It's right on 14th, the big one. It has LED lights and whatnot. Like, it's basically representing the First Nations communities. And also, in your sports news, the Toronto Blue Jays lost, and earlier in the Toronto Blue Jays lost 1-0. Thus, the Boston Red Sox, both Sox, have 100 wins, 100 and I think 80, and the Blue Jays are 15 games below 500, meaning they are 68 and 80, but any ऐसे कुछ 15 games below the 500 mark, like 80 losses. If they had 100 wins, then they would be in the playoffs. So some suggestion for improvement, the Toronto Blue Jays of 2019 should fire John Gibbons, fire their coaching staff, because it's a total rebuild, the front office. I mean, in terms of managing the team, in terms of managing players, Gibbons is very, laid back, and if the Blue Jays want to follow both Sox, that is the Boston Red Sox record of 100 wins and 80 losses, or 60 losses, I'm not a Bo Sox fan, so me doesn't know. Okay, so I only know about that Blue Jays, Leafs, and Argonauts, and FC. 4 teams from the 6, otherwise known as Toronto, the greatest city of all. I mean, the 6 is where I live. Is Toronto versus everybody else. But everybody else, including, oh, sorry about the blackout. Yeah, sorry guys about blackout. I mean my bulb, I think it burned out. Or anyways, you guys can see me. I'm in the washroom. This is the second episode of Toilet Talk with Ray. That is Toilet Talk with Rayon Rashid, or my YouTube name Canadian Ray, with a big maple leaf. That's why, as you can see, my headphones are red in color. Canadian Ray. My background on my Facebook is the Canadian Paralympian. Because FYI, I'm a very VIP. I'm a very important person who gets to meet these legends. Austin, I know the entire Maple Leaf roster from top to bottom. And by the way, I have to make up a speech because I missed one earlier. I have to make it up on this coming Tuesday. Just a verbal reminder to myself. Ray, please attend Toastmaster. I mean, I will attend it nonetheless, but in future days, I will, inshallah, attend. Of course, that if I'm supposedly working that day, then I would just hang out in Toronto. What else? And second important sports headline, I finally heard Austin Matthews and John Tavares. Excuse me, guys. I finally listened to their interview, and let me tell you just brief notes from what I have heard from their interview. Basically, what Elliot Friedman of Rogers Sportsnet, the company I want to apply for, and of course got free Bluetooth headphones as well as a YouTube microphone that I can clip on my vest. But anyways, until that happens, I will use corded headphones, not to only deafen myself, but my voice is so massive I don't look like. Anyways, guys, just to back on the Austin Matthews and John Tavares interview, what these are my thoughts, because this is Because this is my YouTube channel and no one can take that away from me, guys. Yeah, that's right. No one else can take away my YouTube channel unless if I gift it to someone, which will inshallah come later on. Salah meet a beautiful, understanding wife, which gets me and gets the fact that work is highly overrated, and sometimes you need to work from home. I know it might sound I'm yelling, but trust me, I'm not yelling. So back to the Matthews. Back to what I've learned from the interview by Sportsnet's Elliot Friedman, or the Fried as he's known. The Fried says of Hockey Night in Canada, I believe John Tavares will be the new captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Again, if I had a proper YouTube set up, then I would be over the moon, and so will my YouTube's. So will my wife, which if she believes what I believe in, the YouTube job, you basically can work from home, and you don't need work because this is your home office or one of many YouTube studios in my house. Because of privacy details, I won't tell you my house. That is personal to me, and you better respect privacy because that's my privacy. I don't choose to disclose where I live because I will have really expensive, I will have major YouTube studios around my home office. Yeah, that's right. Basically, I want to work from home, and future goal number 20 on my bucket list is bucket list number 20. I want to get full time on YouTube, and once the YouTube money comes in, only then I want to open up a physical location like a restaurant or healthy food shop in Markham downtown Markham, because home is the best place to work. I have my office, which is my primary YouTube studio, I guess, and then my second YouTube studio is my sister's room or my phone. Again, she's married, so I can basically use my whole house if I choose to, but I choose only rooms because I don't want to show you where I live and things of that sort. I'm a smart YouTuber. See, I use this mind to say, what can I use for my YouTube studio? I can use rooms inside my house, okay? Because my room is my room, my house is my house. It belongs to Ray and my father and my mother. I don't mention names because again, you don't know who my mom and dad are. and I don't, and an idea, I can be like Lily Singh and kind of politely imitate my parents, because that's what Lily Singh does. That's what she does in LA. She creates skits making fun of their parents. Lily Singh plays two roles, her mother and her father. So I could play my mom and dad. Inshallah, this YouTube channel, everyone smashes the like button, like what I'm doing, but smashing. This is the best example of smashing that subscribe button 5 million times. 5.5 million times, please. Because I don't want to work. I want to work from home. Because FYI, someone told me, my college professor told me 99.9% of jobs are in the private sector. Because there's not a lot of jobs in the public sector as opposed to private sectors. There's a lot of jobs, and that needs, of course, it needs money. That goes without saying, that everything needs money, and everything is rising up. The price of gas, diesel, gasoline, synergy, petroleum, crude oil, सब कुछ is rising from the global warming. It's a very big problem. I think our people are getting it, but some people, again, I'm not a snitch, I never was, so I won't mention any names. I'll just say the human population is causing Mother Nature to have storms and all these bad stuff, catastrophes, flooding. ये तो बहुत सब कुछ चीज is very bad, like flooding, earthquake, buildings falling down from no specific reason, windy, earth, wind and fire, you name it, tsunamis, earthquakes, anything natural disaster is all caused by the humans. Yeah, that's right, I said the humans, because sorry to say, it's the inconvenient truth that humans are the cause of global warming. And it is not to be frowned upon. If you want to live, please, pretty please, work from home, or you can telecommute. In the future, there will be like, you don't have to physically go to office. You can send a holograph or a hologram, because again, that's what I've learned from Alan today. I learned that sometimes you can send a hologram to office, and it's like you can do it from the comfort of your bedroom, let's say. You cannot touch him because again, it's telecommuting. It's called telecommuting. Yay, I learned a new word. Bravo. That's how smart and wise I am. Because, as I said earlier, a lot of the jobs are in the private sector. They say, the government says, 50,000 are in the public sector, but number is a number. It can mean anything. All those jobs that and I'm living example of it. Now 50,000, that is not true, because number one, there's no accessible elevators. Number two, there's no physical building. Number three, a lot of accessibility issues, for people like me who suffers from a disability which requires elevator, because truly coming from the heart, I've had this experience earlier that I went and I saw a physical location. It was up flights of stairs. Now, I'm with a walker. I travel with a walker for safety purposes. And now I feel I'm being disrespected or discriminated against because there are highly no elevators in the city of Toronto. And there's no, and even at this new any community center, again, when a storm comes, the elevator shuts off. So there needs to be a solution or a movator that goes up. You just connect your walker to the movator. You just clip it on, and you can simply ride up the stairs. And that's I'm like quite a pro at this accessibility because I can physically see the location, and some locations are not physically accessible. I mean, there will be, I can see them changing, but it's again at a slow pace. And it goes against IOTA, which I've talked to many politicians, and they put a black eye to the situation. Well, guys, the situation is inaccessible province. 2020 cannot come sooner enough. And number three, people are not giving me jobs because due to the fact, and I don't agree with their we underhiring you because of your disability. I don't agree with that, man. I'm a normal human being trying to ace job interviews, and I feel like I'm not getting like bang a job. I'm not getting like this job here, job there, everywhere job. I don't feel